A championship is no small feat. It's a dream that takes years, sometimes decades to realize. Hell, there are teams right now with no trophies to their name who have existed for literal centuries. But every so often, a team comes along that's able to defy the odds. Meet Auckland FC, one of the two new clubs that was just introduced into the A-League in this current 24-25 season. And they're based in New Zealand despite playing in the Australian League. And they're not just participating in the league, but right now they're currently dominating. In March 2023, the Australian Professional League announced plans to expand, and they added teams in Canberra as well as Auckland. The preferred bidder for the Auckland license was American billionaire Bill Foley. This is a guy that is not inexperienced in terms of sports management. He is a general partner of the Black Knight Football and Entertainment Group, and which is the group that is behind the owner of Premier League side AFC Bournemouth. They also have a stake in Ligue 2 side Lorient, as well as Scottish Premier League club Hibernian. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I'm gonna leave that in anyway. So, with the substantial backing of this group, Foley set out to build a competitive team from the ground up, and as we can clearly see, the investment has been paying off already. Now, generally, when a new club kicks off their first ever professional season, your expectations are probably going to be a little bit more modest. You'd probably expect a new club to struggle. Chemistry takes time. Getting a winning culture takes years. But them, they tore up the freaking script. They won their first 7 games in a row, and I want to emphasize again, the first 7 ever games. And 7 wins in a row was only 3 wins off of the all-time A-League record of 10. You can imagine with each win, belief grew because, again, as a new team, opponents would probably be prone to underestimate them. So for them to play with that much cohesion, aggression, and purpose, especially with players that have never played together before, it's truly impressive. What probably also helped was the counted 17 players from New Zealand that this team acquired. So, they probably already had a lot of chemistry together anyway, just due to their time in the national team. And as you can see, throughout the season, they weren't just in a playoff hunt, but they were leading the league and they were making big statements. You can see through their impeccable defense as well as their potent attack that this team was legit and serious about this title hunt. And finally, on April 27th, 2025, they won the Premier's Plate, which is given to the club that finishes top of the regular season in Australia. Again, this is incredibly impressive given that this is their very first ever competitive season, and they've already won more trophies than certain other clubs I won't name. And they didn't just sneak into this. They didn't just, fluke their way to doing this. They were dominant champions that led throughout the season. The manager of the team was Steve Korka. This is a guy that's an experienced coach, a guy that's already won at the highest level in Australia, both in the regular season and in the playoffs as well. With a Premier Plate now secured, they will set their sights on the actual A-League Championship proper. So they're going to be playing Melbourne tomorrow in the semi-final, and they'll be playing the winner of the other side of the bracket. If they're able to pull off this huge championship win and win the full championship in their inaugural season, this might be one of the very best stories of the decade. Now, the other thing to keep in mind too is that the Australian League is a rather young league. It was only founded in 2004. Thus, there's not a lot of really dominant teams in their history yet. In fact, the team with the most premiership titles, Sydney FC, only have 4, and the most championship titles only have 5. So this could be the start of a dominance that could see a new power in the Australian League, and possibly further into the Asian Champions League as well. That will remain to be seen. But one thing's for sure is you can't take away from one of the greatest debut seasons in football history. That is going to be it for my video for today, guys. If you liked the video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel. I might try to do more documentary style videos like this, something quick and easy to digest. I'm still going to be doing a lot of the technical stuff as well as other things on the channel. Please give it a like. If you have any video suggestions you'd want to see, let me know in the comments section below as well. And most importantly of all,